Today is a great day. Actually, this whole week. So, kind of want to tell you what I've been doing since I got the car. So, y'all saw the video, got the car, brought it home. Now, today, man, it's been a long week. Mainly because every single day the car was in the shop someplace. I don't know, I wanted to get the car back to exactly where it was prior to me getting it stolen. So did the muffler delete. This car actually ran a lot quieter than, like, stock was a lot quieter than my last one. This is a 2023 Charger. The last one I had was a 2020. Out the gate it was already barking, and then I had cut the mid mufflers off, and it was just way louder. But this one, like, it was just quiet. It was to the point where when I took it to a shop the next day to get it looked at, and I asked them, I said, hey, can you check the muffler? Because I don't know, like, I feel like it ain't really barking, and you know, my last one was barking, but they were like, no, that's just how it is. I don't know if in the 2023s Dodge decided to you know, make these a lot more quieter. I mean, it had like a little growl to it, but it definitely wasn't the same. But I cut the mid mufflers off, and as soon as I started it was barking. It definitely isn't as loud as the 2020, the orange Charger, but you know what? It's loud. It's loud enough. It's not obnoxiously loud, but it definitely is loud. Then I did the I put the slap back in. The door speakers that come, what is it? The Harman. I can't even see it from here, but the one with the 19 speakers, that shit sucks. I'm sorry, those speakers suck. It comes with a subwoofer. The subwoofer sounded so horrible. I had them literally. I took it to the shop, had them unplug the subwoofer that came with the car because it was trash to me. So it is what it is. I don't know if whoever had this car before blew the speakers out. That's kind of like what it felt like, because it felt like the speakers were like holding on to dear life trying to produce sound. So I did that, but then once I had the subs put in, it just didn't sound good in here. So today I'm about to drop it off again back at the car side. I'm literally replacing all the door speakers. Everything in here is gonna get a full upgrade. It's gonna be amped. So I told him to find the rattle, because even still it kind of has a rattle back there. So I'm like, look, I need y'all to find that rattle and kill it on the inside of the car. I know it's gonna rattle outside. So yeah, that should be done by tomorrow. And what else did I do to this car? It needed a tire, but Carvana took care of that. I just had to take it to a shop. I'll explain how that went. I did that. I don't know what else I did. But every single day the car was like, oh, I got a detail yesterday. Had it waxed, detail, shampooed all the seats. I can't really think of anything else that I did. But like from Sunday, I got it on a Sunday. On a Monday, it was in the shop. Tuesday was in the shop. It's like every single day of the week, I was doing something to push it forward to getting it back to where it was. Luckily, the windows were already tinted, so I didn't have to worry about that. What I do love about this car, my boy, he was like, bro, I might be, he was like, man, it might be a good thing your car got stolen, because you finally got the car that you were supposed to get. I was like, I don't know. So I had a Dodge Dart, same color. It was red. I had black rims on it, tinted windows, but it was a Dart. You know what I'm saying? I had got that, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. Not 15 years ago, it was 2013, so it had to be like 10 years ago. But anyways, my other Charger didn't have a sunroof. I definitely wanted a sunroof. This one has the cooling seats. I didn't have that. It has the memory seats. I also didn't have that. I wasn't really tripping off the cooling seats, but I definitely wanted a sunroof, and I definitely wanted the memory seats, because the way I ride, like, once I get that set, like, I don't want to have to move it ever again. So this one definitely drives stronger, better. It's almost like, it feels like it's like butter. Like, it feels like butter. I don't know, like, it's so smooth. The acceleration in this one is so smooth. When I had the 2020, it had less miles on it when I got it last year. because last year when I got it, it only had 11,000 miles on it. This one had a little over 18,000 miles on it, and this is a 23. So the 2020 technically was more new when it comes to miles driven than this car, but I don't know what they've done between the 3 years, but this car is nice for getting up. Oh my God, I love this car. Anyways, so I'm gonna go through some comments on my last 3 videos. Some people was asking questions, and I didn't really get into answering all those questions because I was just so busy dealing with, oh, this is just a great week. I finally got the warranty canceled. They were just behind, super far behind. And when I finally talked to the lady, she said actually they were actually coming up on the date that I submitted. They were coming up on those ones. So I was able to get that taken care of. So now that's done. Warranty is supposed to be refunded. And then after that, it's the gap, which I'm gonna literally call on Monday and be like, look, I've done my part. Now it's in your hands. Take care of it. And hopefully I can get this car paid off before another payment is due. My payments are due on the 20th, and I have 10 days to pay it without them saying that it's late. So I usually pay it on the 20th, but this time I'm not. I'm gonna push it out. I'm gonna wait all the way until the 30th, and hopefully it can be taken care of before the 30th, but I won't have to make a payment. But if it's not, I'll just make the payment on the 30th, and then I'll get all my payments back eventually. So that's where we are. Okay, so let us talk about, well, I'm gonna start reading some comments. I'll put them up on the screen. Lord Drip, he said, I got a Challenger stolen on a Wednesday, got it back on a Sunday night when they caught the dudes walking out the grocery store. Like, man, you don't understand. Like, if I was able to catch these fools, I don't even know. Like, I feel like it might be a good thing that I didn't figure out who it was or didn't catch who it was, because Lord knows, like, the last thing I need to be dealing with is being in jail or something stupid like that. So I definitely, I mean, things played out the way it is. My boy, the way he was just like, he was just like, man, when God got something better for you, he just got something better for you. This car is definitely better than the last one. I love the color on the last one. I love the color on this one. This red is wet. So anyways, let's go to the next comment. Them YNs was doing drills and that shit, like them young niggas. Yes, they were. And that, it only makes sense, because they didn't steal anything out the car. Oh, another thing I did already this week, I got the alarm on it. That was the other thing. I knew it was something else. I was like, what did I literally do this week? But the alarm right now, I cannot start the car with just the key fob that comes with Dodge. I can't even start it. Like, yesterday I unlocked it with it. I got in the car, and the car just, the alarm still went off. How much left to be paid off? I think it was like, I want to say $4,000. It was like $4,000 that was left after my insurance, which was Progressive. After they finally sent the check over, it was about $4,000 left on the car note. So the car note that I was paying was $851 or $850, something like that. That was my car note. And what's funny about it, because every time I would talk to some people, they'd be like, "Oh my God, that is a lot of money." To me, it wasn't. To me, every single month that my car note was due, I paid that willingly, because I, in my mind, had the car that I wanted. So because of that, it didn't really hurt me. I mean, I budgeted for it. When I walked in there, I was like, look, the most I'm not paying $900 for the car. I could, but I just didn't want to. I was just like, as long as I'm in between 8 and 9, I'm okay. And I landed like literally in the middle. So it really wasn't a problem for me. Never missed a car note payment, never was late. It was just something that I just budgeted into my lifestyle. So and ironically, on this car, my payment is almost $200 cheaper. So there's that. Yeah, they are stealing these left and right. I had a Jeep SRT stolen, and it was gone for a full month and found abandoned in an alley. Luckily, no harm was done. Best thing to do when you first get it is invest in an alarm system. These factory ones suck. Like, that is all the way facts. Oh God. And what's crazy about it is, when I first got the car, the last one, I went to the same shop I just put this alarm in. I had already went to that shop and I actually priced the alarm. And then I was wondering, I was saying to my girl, I was like, what changed? Like, why did I not go through with that? Because I was literally going to the shop, and then at some point in time, it just wasn't on my mind or my trajectory. At the time, you know, I wasn't living where we live now, and maybe that was the reason. Maybe because I was like, well, we're in a very nice neighborhood. Maybe my guard was let down. That will never happen again. That same alarm that I was looking at is the same alarm I put in here, and luckily it was $200 cheaper this time around, so whatever. So yeah, alarm is definitely in here. I got cameras. My cameras is connected to the alarm, so everything just works together. I can control the car through the camera. I can control the car through the alarm. I can literally see where my car is at any given time. Yeah, so if the minute this thing goes off, I'm getting a notification on my phone. I don't get notifications on my phone at all. I actually turn all my notifications off. So this is the one notification that I turned on. So anytime my phone just notifies me, besides the Ring cam at home, so pretty much all my security stuff is what alerts me, pretty much. Like, it's so whack that you want to get something nice, but you have to spend so much extra money just to protect it, because somebody who either can't afford it or probably can afford it but just wants to do something stupid will come and just mess up whatever you have going on. I feel like that's so messed up. Like, some people was like, well, you can't have nice things. You shouldn't have it. It shouldn't be flash. It shouldn't be this. I'm like, what you mean it shouldn't be? Like, if I work hard for something, I should be able to have what I want to have. But I mean, that's just the world we live in, and it just is what it is. So at this point, you just got to protect yourself. So the dealer will pick up that car at an auction, fix her up, and sell her at near MSRP, which this is true. I'm sorry, about 3 to 6 month thing. We pay insurance on time, and they take their own time. Now, what I think, and I don't know this to be facts, but what I think it was is because the car was stolen. That's what made it different. So had I gotten an accident and the car was totaled out, I think that would have come a lot quicker. But I think because it was stolen, I feel like they were going out of their way to make sure that I didn't have my car stolen. And then once they did their whatever they needed to do, then they finally was able to say, okay, you know, everything's been approved. Here's a check amount, which the amount was like $44,000 and some change of what the check was that they gave me for the car. So I can definitely kind of see it, because I mean, yeah, if I had my car stolen, like if I wanted to get out of the car, no, but like that clearly wasn't the case. Like I love my car. Right now, I feel definitely secure about leaving the car anywhere. And plus, I'm at home. It's in my garage. I lock the garage. I park in front of it. Like, I'm not getting caught slipping like that again. But I'm also thinking about adding even more, just like one more step that nobody knows about, besides the alarm. So in the event that they do figure out how to get past that alarm, there's another thing waiting for them that they're probably like, damn, let's just leave this car alone. The whole point is I want them to get in the car. And while all this is happening, the car is screaming because the alarm is going off crazy. I'm being notified. I can come to the car. I can call, you know, the police to come to the car. Like, there's so many things that I feel like should be deterring the people from stealing this car now, that, you know, I'm confident. But not everything's foolproof. Oh, I did buy the box. You know, the little box where you put the key in and it kills the signal. Definitely bought that. That was here first. When I got home, that was set at the door. So I actually put a link to the description of the one that I got. It actually works because I was in the car. I put the key inside the box, closed the box inside the car. The car did not recognize the key being in the car. So yeah, that box is definitely sure that nobody's going to come by and scan your signal and make a key like that. Not possible with that box. So I'll put that in the description. It was cheap. Got it off Amazon. I'm gonna have a link to it, so I'll get a little kickback just so y'all know. But point is, I definitely suggest everybody put any key that they have in their house inside that box. I have that box next to me in the room when I go to sleep. So there's that. What year is the Scat Pack? So yeah, that's a 2023. It looks good. Can you tell me more about the Carvana? So Carvana, I felt, was probably the easiest thing ever. Like, it's really just about finding what you want. And I was actually surprised they approved me because I also have the other loan other car on my credit that isn't 100% paid off. We actually tried to go through another bank to see if we can get a better interest rate, but the bank denied us, denied me. And so, and I'm assuming it's because I just got too many things on my credit, being another car. But whatever, it is what it is. So ended up going through Carvana. My interest rate is 10%, which is higher than what my last car was, but you know, it is what it is. But the process is super easy. All you got to do is you go on there, you find what you want, and then once you click on it and like you want to actually try to deal with it, it's going to put like a 20-minute hold on it. I think it's 20 minutes. I believe it's 20 minutes. 20-minute hold on the car, and you'll see a counter. It'll start clicking, and it gives you time to look at it. And then if you want it, it gives you time to fill out all the stuff, and you should be able to do it in 20 minutes. Well, however, like my girl, she actually found the car. I wasn't even looking for the car. I was actually kind of like, I was thinking in the mindset, I mean, just finish this whole situation over here first, and then I'll start looking for a car, because I didn't think that it would be possible for me to be able to get a car while I'm still dealing with this. Well, Carvana, yes, it was possible. So she found like a few cars. She was actually looking for the same color that I had, which was the burnt orange. And all of them that we were finding, they weren't wide bodies, or they had way too many miles on them, and it just wasn't it. But then when this one popped up, I was like, oh yeah, that's hard as fuck. That's literally what I kept saying. I was like, man, that's hard as fuck. We found it in the middle of the night. I actually slept on it, went to sleep, woke up the next morning, and I was like, man, I was having dreams all night about that car. So then we went back to go look and see if it was still there. It was. But then when we tried to, you know, get the car, someone else had put another hold on it. So we were like, dang, now we're waiting. We're literally watching the counter. It's counting. That's like an auction. So you're watching the counter, and then once it hit the zero, then we started trying to put in the information. And then, because I was driving, she was doing it for me. Like, I was like, look, just do it now, whatever. Just here, put it in. And then for some reason, the car got taken from us in the middle of the process. So then now we're sitting here like, what the fuck? So she's messaging them talking about, hey, I was in the middle of doing it. They're saying that it wasn't possible that the car got taken. Everybody gets 20 minutes. And then we was going back and forth. So we was like, all right, whatever. So we just waited it out another 20 minutes. Sure enough, that 20 minutes hit, bam, started that process. And then they needed some information from me that I had to get when I was at home. I got home as quick as I could, and it was a done deal. Like, this was probably the easiest process ever. There was no haggling. It was MSRP pricing on the car. That's just what it was. It is what it is. There was no upsells or anything. What I think when it comes to Carvana, I think that they're literally getting cars from people, taking it to their shop, and then sending it out again. They're saying they're inspecting these cars, but if they were, they would have caught that tire that needed to be changed. So anyways, they paid for it, and that's also, I got the warranty on that too as well. So basically, I called them, let them know, hey, I need to get this fixed. They give me a place where I can go that's near my house. I go to them. It's almost like an insurance claim. So I got to take it early in the morning. Like, hey, I'm going through the Carvana, whatever they call it, whatever their insurance thing is. Dude already knew what it was because he deals with it. So he was like, all right, cool, leave the key. And then he contacts them, puts a claim in, they approve it, and then they say, okay, go ahead and fix it. Then he fixes it, calls me, car's done, I don't pay anything. So I'm assuming that's how it's gonna go. Luckily, that shop is down the street from my house, so I don't have to deal with any of that stuff again. So yeah, like, smooth process, smoothest process ever. Okay, put the dealership on blast on social media. Like, now, the reason why I am not going to do that right now is because I am trying to finish this entire process, and then if I feel like after it's all said and done that I need to put them on blast, I will. However, when I spoke with the lady that canceled my warranty, she confirmed what I was believed to be true. The guy, he wasn't really saying it, but I believe that dealership closed down. Sure enough, that dealership did close down. So she said that, and even though the dealership is closed down, they're still processing returns. So, I mean, refunds. So ideally, that would make 100% sense why this guy wasn't on top of it, because it wasn't, he's not even making money right now. So, all right, whatever. Let me get my car situated, let that payment go out, let all that stuff be done. And then if I still feel like at the time, you know, when it's all said and done, that I need to put them on blast, I will. But however, how I feel right now, dude's already done. Dealership's already closed down. It is what it is. Now that I wish if he would have just simply told me, hey, we ain't even in business right now, I would have gave him more sympathy with the whole thing, and I wouldn't have been as cutthroat on him as I was. However, at the end of the day, I still need to get it done. So it is what it is. That's where we are with that. But yeah, this turned out to be a long video, so I'm gonna have to cut it up to make sure it ain't too long. But anyways, that's where we at. So whatever y'all want to know, leave that in the comments. Let me know some ideas or some videos y'all want to see. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Deuces.